crazy, but don't let it faze you, no way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day this all will change, treat people the same, stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like way-oh, 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 way-oh. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, 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 one day. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ritz Yirak Shabbat service. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Jackie. This is Jonah, Sarah, and Lucas, and we are the Ritz Yirak Shabbat band. Other members of Ritzy will also be joining us throughout the service. I'd like to thank Tina Hoffman for sponsoring tonight's service in honor of Alyssa's bat mitzvah as well. E-O, E-O, Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How great it is for brothers and sisters to hang out on this day. E-O, 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 E-O. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. E-O, 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 E-O. I'd now like to invite up Nicole and Alyssa Hoffman to light the Shabbat candles.
Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them. So may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu b'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
L'chadoti kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. L'chadoti likra kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad ish b'yanu elcham yuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad v'shem bo tiferet v'litila l'chadoti likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. L'chadoti likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mikor habracha mirosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh v'mashavat hila. L'chadoti likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. L'chadoti likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. Please rise and face the entrance. Boi v'shalom atarafala gam b'simcha uv'tzola toch emunei am segula. Boi chala L'chadoti likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. L'chadoti likrat kala b'nei Shabbat mikabela. Please stay standing for the Baruch. Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? seated. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei Yom Balayla, Kolel or Mipnei Hoshev, Kolel or Mipnei Hoshev, V'Hoshev Mipnei Yor. Take your parts. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Borei Yom Balayla, Kolel or Mipnei Hoshev, Kolel or Mipnei Hoshev, V'Hoshev Mipnei Yor. All together now. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Please rise for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. I'd like to call up Sarah Cotter to do the Haftarah reading.
The Ve'ah Haftarah is a unique prayer as God commands something of us that is not commanded in any other prayer: love. We express our love for God all the time. We pray, we observe Shabbat, and we put mezuzot on the doorposts of our houses. But how else do we love God on a daily basis? We love God by loving ourselves, our neighbors, our friends, and even strangers. We are all God's children, and by loving God's children, we are loving God. This poem I'm about to read captures this idea of loving God by loving one another. Please feel free to read along with me for this poem that is displayed here. Okay. So you shall love what is holy with all your courage, with all your passion, with all your strength. Let the words have come down, shine in our words and our actions. We must teach our children to know and understand them. We must speak about what is good and holy within our homes, when we are working, when we are at play, when we lie down, and when we get up. Let the work of our hands speak of goodness. Let it run in our blood and glow from our doors and windows. We should love ourselves, for we are of God. We should love our neighbors as ourselves. We should love the stranger, for we were once strangers in the land of Egypt, and have been strangers in all the lands of the world since. Let love fill our hearts with its clear, precious water. Heaven and earth observe how we cherish or spoil our world. Heaven and earth watch whether we choose life or choose death. We must choose life so our children may live. Be quiet and listen to the still small voice within that speaks in love. Open to that voice, hear it, heed it, and work for life. Let us remember and strive to be good. Let us remember to find what is holy within and without.
You gotta give what you've got. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. You gotta give what you've got. Live with blessing. Live with meaning. Keep on sharing. Keep on giving. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. You've gotta give what you've got. Love one another like yourself. Soon you'll find you'll feel the love from someone else. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. You've gotta give what you've got. Love one another. Give to each other. Rise above anything that's stopping you from sharing, caring, loving, hoping. It's all up to me and you. Yeah, ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. You've gotta give what you've got. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. You've gotta give what you've got. Ve'ahavta. I'd now like to invite up Liam Class and Mi Chamocha reading.
Shabbat Shalom. In the book of Exodus, God parted the Sea of Reeds, and the Israelites successfully escaped slavery from the Egyptians. Miriam took a timbrel in her hand and led the women in a celebratory dance, rejoicing and showing gratitude in God's name. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, who is like you, Adonai, among the gods. Miriam was able to express her passion and appreciation for God by boldly singing and dancing. Many of us can connect to this significant moment of our Jewish history. Whether it be passing a difficult exam, receiving a job offer, or even simply waking up each morning, we all have reasons to celebrate throughout our daily lives as Miriam and the Israelites did long ago. But why hide these emotions? Instead, be the person that starts the dance or sings the song. Take the risk of separating from your group and starting your own movement. Go above and beyond your comfort zone. Whenever I think of the Mi Chamocha, I always seem to remember a really silly little cheesy poem about smiling. It goes like this. Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realized I'd passed it on to him. I thought about that smile, then I realized its worth. A single smile just like mine could travel around the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get the world infected. With that in mind, I encourage you to get up and dance throughout this next song as Miriam did years ago. Mm-hmm.
chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh. Norah tehilot, osei feleh. Norah tehilot, osei feleh. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Malchut zecharav uvanecha, bogei hayamim tegoshe u'Miriam. Ze'elianu ve'amru, Ze'elianu ve'ameru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar v'kodesh. Norah tehilot, osei feleh. Norah tehilot, osei feleh. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Ushmor teitenu u'oreinu v'chayim l'shalom ve'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. Hashkiveinu Adonai, Hashkiveinu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim. 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 Shabbat, השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise for the Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftahu fi agid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, V'Zoher Hasdei Avo v'Imaho, U'Mei Gula Livnei Bneihem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rab V'Hoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Berofei Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayeh Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Gevurot, Umidom Melach, Melech Memit Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Please be seated. lefanecha. Yehiyu liratzon imrefi. Adonai tzuri v'goali. Adonai tzuri v'goali. My God, my rock, and my redeemer. Adonai tzuri v'goali. My heart opens for you. My lips pray for you. Please, please shine through. You liratzon imrefi. Yehiyu liratzon imrefi. Ve'yon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu liratzon imrefi. Adonai tzuri v'goali. Adonai tzuri v'goali. My God, my rock, and my redeemer. Adonai tzuri v'goali. My heart opens for you. My lips pray for you. Please, please shine through. You liratzon imrefi. Yehiyu liratzon imrefi. Ve'yon libi lefanecha. Yehiyu liratzon imrefi. I'd now like to invite up Rabbi Weber to the May birthdays and everything else, and other stuff.
Could we ask please all people who have May birthdays, we're not going to ask you what year. If you are a May birthday person, would you please come on up front? Also, April, if you couldn't be here last month, we can do it 1 month retroactively. So April and May birthdays, come on up. No. You just watch the candles this year. I know I'm saying, can you like watch people watching the candles? Come on, everybody. Come on over. Come on. Okay, and could I ask all the birthday people, please, you face that way toward the ark. Come in front of me. Please, we're going to block these people right here and face toward me. Okay, come on in like your friends. It's all good. It's all good. Seriously, face this way if you would. Yeah, we're going to ignore them. Face toward the ark, toward Jerusalem, toward whatever. There we go. Everybody, look, a lot of birthday people. Oh, we got the kisses. That's why. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu. Our God, God of our ancestors, God of days and years, our lives are in your hands. We thank you day by day for your many blessings. And as year follows year, we grow ever more grateful for all your gifts. These people whose birthdays occur this month, come before you with special prayers of thanks and praise. Be with them always to sweeten the joys of their lives. Bless them with health and happiness. Bless them with the strength to overcome sickness and sorrow. And bless them with the wisdom to learn from all their experiences. We pray that their lives may be filled with good and with an abundance of your blessings. May they and all those they love have the joy of sharing and celebrating in your presence for many years to come. Would you all please join us in Shehechianu?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. And everyone out there, in a moment, we're going to ask you to wish them happy birthday the right way. Traditionally, you say, Ad Mea Ve'esrim, may you live to be 120. But something they created in Israel that I like much better is to say, Ad Mea Ke'esrim, may you live to be 100 and feel like you're 20. So the words are Ad Mea Ke'esrim, and on 3 we're going to shout it. 1, 2, 3. Ad Mea Ke'esrim. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday. In May, lots of things go on that are exciting, and right now I would like to invite up people who have received their driver's licenses in the last year. You know who you are? Did she say that out loud? It's really just Rebecca's it? Anyone else? Just one? Okay, good. Jeff, did you do this already? You did, I thought so. Sure you did. Just you. Okay? All right, so first of all, we have something for you, which is a TRT keychain. Hold on to this right now because we're going to use it in a minute. You know, you need to understand, we Jews created ceremonies for important life cycle events. Why on earth would we have stopped creating life cycle events, ceremonies, for things that are new? Rabbi Akiba never got his driver's license. I don't know why, but it said the ox. He learned how to drive the ox. That was it. So this is one of the most important times in a person's life in our society to be able to drive, and so we want to do something to recognize it. So, Rebecca. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotinu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors, a long-awaited day has arrived. As this new driver stands before you, new freedoms and opportunities open before her. Tonight, we share her happiness, and together we say, Shehechianu, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam, Shehechianu, v'ki'imanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Now as you become a licensed driver, may God grant you clear vision and wise judgment. May God give you the wisdom not to endanger yourself or those who entrust their safety to you. May you always yield to others, respect the rights of those who travel on foot and by bicycle, and have compassion and understanding for those who are less skilled that you find along the way. May you understand that this license does not mean you know it all. Rather, it is a license to learn more about driving, to learn more about the world, and to learn more about yourself. May God grant your parents faith and courage on this journey. May they know that God's presence is with you wherever you go. May you reach your destination in safety and return in peace to your home and to your family. On this keychain are the words of Tfilat Haderech, the traveler's prayer. Please read them with me now as your first prayer on your new journey. May it be your will, Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors, to lead me in peace and safety and bring me to my destination in joy and peace. Deliver me from every enemy and danger. Send your blessings upon the works of my hands. Let me find grace, kindness, and love in your eyes and in the eyes of all whom I meet. Listen to the voice of my prayer, for you are God, who heeds the words of our prayers. I praise you, Adonai, who hears my prayer. Adonai yishmor tzeitcha uvoech me'ata va'ad olam. May God protect you as you go out and as you come home forever. Mazel tov. There's this thing that happens every year, and Rabbi Stern actually did it out loud. When the students come up for this, she just went, "You're driving?" It's like, and that wasn't anything about it. No, we've known you all since you were like this, and suddenly you go, "They're drivers? How'd that happen?" So the last group that we want to call up today is a really, really special group, and we take one opportunity every year to say thank you, which isn't nearly enough, but it's important. It's important that we do this. We had an event several months ago to thank the adult volunteers in the congregation for all the work they do, because TRT runs almost completely on volunteers. It's the way it works. But not only the adults create and sustain this sacred building, so do our kids and so do our teenagers. And at a time when people are talking about kids, being so tied up on their cell phones, they don't notice the world, and all they care about are grades, and that they don't care about other people, we find that it's simply not true. And so now I'd like to invite up the people who have volunteered over the past year at TRT. This is for last year. There may be some people who volunteered this year, whom we'll catch next year, but this is the list for 2018, and we ask you all please to come up. Watch the candles when you come up. Harrison Adler, Isaac Ball, Jackie Barron, Zach Barron, Matthew Beck, Rachel Beck, Ali Butel, Jenny Butel, Matthew Bookbinder, Sarah Cotter, Leah Cotter, Matt Eichel, Sarah Feldman, Ava Friedman, Julia Fuchs, Abby Fuchs, Ethan Gabazon, Mason Garber, Samantha Garber, Alyssa Goel, Zohar Grinwald, Hope Hirschman, Kieran Ho, Liam Klass, Marissa Klass, Brandon Kopp, Sammy Laitman, Ellie Levin, Ethan Levin, Jonah Levin, Brooke Milioti, Chloe Persley, Victorio Prokopenko, Rebecca Russo, Sydney Schoenholtz, Braden Schurer, Kylie Schurer, Rachel Stern, Ari Tepper, Hannah Timpanaro, Lucas Timpanara, Jillian Zeltzer, and Lauren Zeltzer. Come on, all around, all you. Come on. Come on up here. So, okay, I'm moving over here. You all move in. Come on, move in. And yeah, I know. Out. We'll play jump rope. We'll play jump rope. It's good. Okay, good. We got it. I was thinking about all of you and how to explain to everyone out there what you do. And the only thing I could come up with was that song that most of you sang at your bar bat mitzvah, Al Shlosha Devarim Ha'olam Omed. The world stands on three things: on study, on prayer, and on deeds of loving kindness. We sing this at every bar and bat mitzvah. So study. You're looking at people up here who come in and work with our younger students. They teach them. They guide them. They help them when they're having trouble. They help them when they're getting frustrated, when they go, "I can never learn this." And they don't just say, "Yes, you can." They say, "No, I had trouble with it too, but hang in there, you can do this." They're amazing. They help our students to learn. Others of them work in the office, in the school office, so that the things are ready for all the kids when they come in. Torah, avodah, prayer. But prayer for us is not just getting up and praying. Some of you have created services. But avodah means everything related to making this place work. I think about all the times that you have volunteered to set up a sukkah, to set up something that's going on, to set up Rosh Shabbat, to stay afterwards and tear it down, to prepare for something we're doing. You're here. You help with everything. And you think no one notices, but we do. And today is just a little bit. Torah, avodah, gemilut chasadim, acts of loving kindness. So many of you participate in sharing food with the hungry, either through the food drive or through collecting food and then going out in the middle of the night and distributing it. You share it through the ways that you help us to clean up and prepare things that we have here. You reach out to people who are in need. You help them and you show them that we care by you caring. This is what you do. And really, we try to thank you. We don't ever really get the chance to, and that's why we ask you to be here tonight. Because you are what it means to be TRT. Torah, avodah, and gemilut chasadim. Each of you gives of your skill, your love, your time, your energy, your compassion to make this place what it is. And so tonight, we ask you to come here so we could say thank you. Would everyone please thank our volunteers? Thank you all very much. Please go back to your seats. Thank you for everything you do. Keep doing it.
I'd now like to invite up Zohar to give her sermon.
Give me a second. Hi, so for those of you who don't know me, my name's Zohar Grinvald. I'm the RITSI president, and I'm actually Social Act and Vice President-elect of Nifty Gur. And it's really an honor to be with you tonight. Last year I ran the service, and I was very lucky to be able to hand down the reins to someone so lovely, Jackie. Tonight I'm going to be talking about a few sensitive subjects, so feel free to step out of the room if you need to. I will take no offense, but I just wanted to give you a forewarning. So as I wrote this to VAR, I realized that the feelings that were plaguing my heart were not unknown to me. The grief, anger, mourning, and frustration felt all too familiar. Once again, we find our people victims of hate. Thousands of years after we escaped the tyranny of Pharaoh's rule, 75 years after the decimation of 6 million of our people, and 6 months after the worst attack on our faith on this continent, it is clear. We may be free from slavery, but not yet from persecution. The culminating celebration at the Chabad of Poway this past week ended in the injury of 3 and the death of 1 congregant. The woman who was murdered that day, Lori Kay, may her memory be a blessing, died jumping in front of her rabbi to shield him from the bullets. Lori Kay, whose name we must repeat with honor, was described by her friends as Ishat Chayu, a woman of might, a woman of valor, and a woman who loved her community more than anything. For our entire existence as a Jewish diaspora, we have never escaped the plague that is hate. From Moses to Esther to Judah, even our holidays carry the weight of sacrifices our people have made. Lori Kay is the most recent name on a long list of Jews who have made such sacrifices. The fight against anti-Semitism is a battle that the Jewish people have been facing for centuries, and it is likely my generation will not be the last generation to fight it. It does not matter how secular or observant you are. If you're Jewish, this responsibility to fight for the existence of your people rests with you. We rebuilt Judaism after the Shoah, and we can do it again, in the face of the reborn threat of terror. Terror affects all. Last weekend's shooting could have easily been our own temple, and I think too easily we forget that fact. However, from the same root of violence that has been waged against our own people, we are seeing it reflected against others observing their own faiths. The attacks on Christians celebrating Easter in Sri Lanka and Muslims worshiping in New Zealand in the past 2 months are a sharp wake-up call to the reality of our world. We add the prayers of all those victims to our heart, but these tragedies also serve as a reminder. Hate is alive and well. But we must not let Lori and all the others who have died for our tradition or for wishing to observe their own traditions die in vain. The collective evils of hate, intolerance, and fanaticism have flourished in a society where it is common to avoid discussing divisive subjects that may cause disagreement. And when ignored, they have brought gun violence, terrorism, and sorrow to the front door of our own nation.
But we cannot let our sectoral, religious, or ideological differences divide us even more. On an individual level, it is necessary for each of us to make a commitment to destroy the cultural acceptance of an action. As Jews and as citizens of the world, it is our duty to be exemplars in our pursuit of justice, and we must actively fight against the power of hate. We can no longer be passive. When we see hateful behavior in our community or government, we must not be afraid to speak up and start a conversation. We are only beginning to feel the effects of what tolerating bias and hate looks like. We have seen it in Charleston, we have seen it in Pittsburgh, we have seen it in Sri Lanka, New Zealand, and now Poway. By calling out the hateful rhetoric or behavior of our neighbors, regardless of who it is directed towards, we can prevent the seeds of hate from growing in our own home. As a community, our unity is essential to our survival. Tragedy should not be the only thing that keeps us together. Our entire history as a people is tainted in tragedy, in fact. But if we unite only for the fleeting moments when we are in pain, we let those who wish to see us gone win. If we continue to live our lives separated from each other without strengthening the bonds in a history that is greater than us all, our mourning will be for nothing. We may mourn today, but we must take action tomorrow. So go on that trip to Israel, join the adult education class, or come to the youth group event that you've always wanted to go to. If you don't want to go alone, bring a friend. Volunteer at your synagogue. There's always something you can do to help, believe me. Seek out connections with Jews in the name of doing something good, something hands-on for your community. Volunteer together, study together, work together. That is how we will get stronger. And finally, we must love. We must love each other so deeply and so powerfully so that hate does not dare show its face on our front door again. We must take our love for mankind and for each other and spread it far and wide. In our homes, communities, and worlds, we must be a part of the change that replaces hate with love. I believe that love is the most easily accessible and simultaneously the most powerful force in all of existence, and we will use its power to stand up to those who wish to see a world of flame and hatred. I know my love for Judaism and for this community will always keep me fighting, and I hope it'll keep you fighting too. But I'd like to take the time to thank a few special people for their work towards building this community. To Shifra, Lori Kaufman, and the Youth Committee, thank you for your constant support. The work that my peers and I wish to do could never happen without your help, and I promise that it does not go unnoticed. To Rabbi Weber, Rabbi Stern, and Cantor Alexander, your spiritual guidance never runs short, and it is necessary now more than ever. And Cantor, none of this could have been possible without you. Your vision for Rock Shabbat has truly come to life, and I'm honored that we were able to host the last one with you. And to Ritzy and to Niftiger boards, plural, including Abby Fogel, we have so much left to do together, and I'm so excited to share the next 2 years of my life with all of you. And finally, to Jackie. Your work on this bima and in preparation for it has been nothing short of complete dedication, and I'm so proud of you. And to everybody else in this room, and I mean it when I say it, I love you all. Love is the reason we are fighting, and love is the reason we will win. Shabbat Shalom.
So, in a minute, I'm going to invite up Hope to do her reading for the healing prayer. But first, if you wish to say a name for someone in need of healing, please rise and say their name. Hope's reading tonight will be serving as our prayer for them.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hope. I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm Hope, for those of you who don't know. Sorry, please give me 1 second. Okay. For those of you who don't know, over the past year and a half or so, I've been dealing with a few medical issues. So I was looking for something to read tonight, and I found this, and I thought it was just amazing for anyone who's going through anything at all. It's an excerpt from When Bad Things Happen to Good People by Rabbi Harold Kushner. Life is not fair. The wrong people get sick, and the wrong people get robbed, and the wrong people get killed in war and accidents. Some people see life's unfairness and decide there is no God. The world is nothing but chaos. Others see the same unfairness and ask themselves, where do I get my sense of what is fair and unfair? Where did I get my sense of outrage and indignation, my instinctive response of sympathy? Don't I get these from God? Doesn't God plant in me a little bit of the divine outrage at my injustice and oppression? Just as God did for the prophets of the Bible, isn't my feeling of compassion for the afflicted just a reflection of the compassion God feels in seeing the suffering of God's creatures? Our responding to life's unfairness with sympathy and righteous indignation, God's compassion and God's anger working through us, may be the surest proof of all of God's reality.
Please rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol la'tekidu la'le'otzer breishi shelo asanu kigoye haratzot velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama shelo sam helkenu kachem V'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. I'd now like to invite up Sarah Feldman.
If you're observing Shiva, Shloshim, or Yartzeit, please remain standing and say their name so my eyes meet yours. Everyone say with me. The Mourner's Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit gadash me rabba, ha'ama nevra hirte v'amlich malhute, v'hayahon u'vyamehon, uv'haye tehol beit Yisrael, ha'gala u'bizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shme rabba min shmaya. Ach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit ramam v'yit naseh, V'yit adar, v'yit aleh, v'yit alal, shmei dekudshah b'rechu, la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nehemata, damiran v'nan v'ru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'hayim alinu ve'ol kol Yisrael v'imru. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alinu ve'ol kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
I'd like to invite up Andrew and Alyssa Hoffman for the Kiddush.
was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God had ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzitzinu. Shabbat kodsho v'ahavo v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, v'yotanu kiddashta, mikol amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ahava v'ratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim, please have a sip. Have another one, yes. Hold on for just a minute. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Will you tear some off for your family, please? Nice big chunk. You got a lot of people in that front row. There you go. All right, share with your family. The rest of the challah will be at the Oneg Shabbat. If you're under the age of bar bat mitzvah, or maybe if you led the service and stuff like that, Rabbi Shira has some candy for a sweet Shabbat. Come on, people. There's candy, Yeah.
Go on, go on. Let's let them do this, and we'll. So just a couple of announcements for everybody before we let Ritzy finish the service. First of all, thank you to everyone who took part in making this service happen. Thank you very, very much, all of you. It was really beautiful. I want a copy of all the poems and read them because they were really good. I never heard that Marge Piercy one before. So tomorrow evening, we have a mentalist, but you knew that. Sorry. I'm sorry. Right. So tomorrow evening, you can buy tickets at the door. We have a mentalist. It's going to be a great evening. Come and join everybody for a lot of fun. My cousin is actually also a mentalist. And when he saw the newsletter, he called me and said, Don, that guy's fantastic. How'd you get him? I said, I had nothing to do with it, but I'm glad he's fantastic. So come tomorrow night. That would be wonderful. Then on Sunday at 12:15 is our Blessing of the Animals. If you have a pet and love them, if you don't have a pet but you love pets anyway, it's really okay. You can bring stuffed animals if you would like, but as I've said, we prefer no taxidermy. So come join us at 12:15. It's a fun service. It's open to everybody. It looks like it will be inside because of the weather, it will be down in the Oneg room, which means I do get to bring Obi. So anyone who wants to meet my cat, Obi's going to be here on Sunday for that. So come, you're going to see Obi? So come, bring Great, yes. So come and join us with your animals, without animals, whatever you'd like, at 12:15 on Sunday. We would really love it. And with that, I turn this to Cantor Alexander.
So for the final Rock Shabbat of my time here at Temple Rodeph Torah. First, I just want to thank the amazing group that put it together. Thank you guys so much. It is quite a pleasure to see students who I had in junior choir become the leaders of the service. That's really just, I guess, as Rabbi has said, that's what this is all about, right? So thanks for sticking with it, guys, and becoming amazing, amazing. Thank you to Tina for sponsoring tonight in honor of her granddaughter's bat mitzvah. And thank you really to all of the sponsors who have made all of the Rock Shabbats possible, whether it was the concerts or the Rock Hashanahs or the Shabbats this year or before. You all took a journey with us. About 8 years ago, we started saying, what could worship be? And you took a risk and you found something that you loved and you put your money where your mouth was and you put your feet here in the seats and you came, and we have this great thing that inspired our teenagers to lead us and inspire us in a circle again. So thank you to everybody who helped make it happen. And again, just really, you help give us hope for the future and for the future of Judaism through love. Thank you.
Now, before we start our final song, I'd like to invite up Lori Kaufman to say a few words.
I just want to thank you for the 5th year of leading our youth from the little ones up to Ritzy, and I hope for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to stay up here for a second. I like having a mic. Thank you, Lori. Can we give another round of applause for the teens tonight? They've done amazing. Don't like holding things. This service has really blossomed over the evolution of it. That sounds weird. But I really, again, want to give a really, really big kudos to Jackie. She's done an amazing job putting together this service. She organized the songs. She's organized getting band members and reading people to create readings or read readings. And so it's been amazing. I want to thank Jonah, Lucas, and Sarah for being part of the band. Sarah Feldman. And I want to thank Sarah Cotter, Hope, and Liam for their readings, and for Zohar for creating an amazing Devar. We have more energy than that. Yeah! Okay, there we go. That's much better. Thank you. Thank you. And since we did a little plugs for TRT events, I'm going to do one minor one for our last youth group event of the year. May 19th is the Tie-Dye Tikkun Olam event. It's open for 2nd through 12th graders. Register, please, by Sunday if you haven't already, so you can get a free t-shirt to tie-dye. And we're going to create bird feeders to be hung in your backyard so you can feed the animals.
I would like to invite up all of the teenagers in this room for our final song.
Teens of all ages. And please don't trip on the wires. That would suck.
Yeah. Come up.
Oh, okay,
come
that
up
way.
This way.
That way.
Okay, you guys can
Move on down. Come on. Let's go.
I'm kind of
Guys, move up. There's plenty of room up here. Come on, guys.
I know Kylie wants to go right here.
Is that my
mic? Yeah.
Guys, come on.
Sarah, I'm Yeah.
Sarah, go share a mic with Jackie.
I can't sing, but that's okay. That is perfectly
I
fine.
guess it's as good as we're getting.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu azman hazeh. To life and to life and to life and to life l'chaim. To life and to life and to life and to life l'chaim. I want to hold on to this moment now, l'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu azman hazeh. To life and to life and to life and to life l'chaim. To life and to life and to life and to life l'chaim. I want to hold on to this moment now, l'chaim.
Be careful on your way down.